Hi there, beautiful souls. This is Dilosh from Girl and to Moon. Okay, so I'm actually recording on a dark background. This is not my normal setting. I usually have a white or a very dove grey background. But this is only temporary. It may be the only moon reading that I will be doing that's on a dark background. I was actually called to take care of elderly parents, so please forgive me for this, and bear with me if you can. Thank you. Okay, so this is going to be a reading, a tarot reading and channeling that relates to the Scorpio new moon that we will be having on the 20th. So around the 20th of November. Now, during this time, keep in mind that we have Mercury in retrograde as well. So with Scorpio new moon and Mercury retrograde, these two, the two combinations relating to the energies of the sky relate to dealing with issues where you have lacked courage, okay? Where you will be facing your demons, where you will be confronting, more being more, confrontational, where you will be a little bit loud as well. Okay, so you will persist. The Scorpio energy is very persistent. So yeah, there will be persistence there. Now, this reading, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with Scorpio, and from now on what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the sign that's in the new moon. So it's a Scorpio new moon, so I'm starting with Scorpio and going forwards from there, and the last sign will be Libra this time. So sorry, Libra. Giving Pisces a bit of a break from being last. Okay, so let's start this reading. Let's start with Scorpio and see what is there for you. Okay, let's bring this music a little bit down, the volume. I need music because it puts me in the flow to allow the channeling to come through. I know some people have said, we don't like having music in the background. It's something that some channelers need, and I'm one of them. Okay, so I need the music in the background. Okay, Scorpio, let's see what comes through for you. Now I'm going to ask for 4 cards. Okay, 4. And if we need extra, we will ask for extra, but usually the 4 cards will be the main themes of the specific questions that I need. Okay, so Scorpio, we're looking to see what's coming through for you. Okay, so the first card has been revealed. Keep going. Scorpio new moon, what's in store for Scorpio? Okay, it's jumping out. 1 more card. Okay, so let's see what comes through. 4 of Cups, 3 of Swords, 6 of Wands, and a 6 of Pentacles. We need 1 more card here. Okay, I'm getting the message. 1 more card. Okay, that's the reason why, because it's like helping you to move forward. Okay, got these going crooked. Okay, all right, so Scorpio with Mercury in retrograde, what we're seeing is that energies that relate to the past are coming through. Okay, this also represents some sort of setback where you feel bored, disconnected, or you may even feel a regret why you did that, okay, whatever it may be. So I'm seeing like setbacks, which represent not being in tune with the decisions that you're making, or the people that you're associating with, or the choices that you're making. The reason why you're having these setbacks is because you're not connected to it, or you're not really energetically connected to whatever it is that you want to initiate. It's a time for initiation, okay? It's in your sign. This Scorpio new moon is in your sign. So it's all about new beginnings, where you are letting go of dissatisfaction, where you are letting go of separation, letting go of feeling the inability to connect, okay, with your environment or an idea, or whatever it may be that you want to initiate, okay. You're letting go of that because we're seeing this, okay. This is like moving forward. So what you need to know is that if it doesn't feel right, if it feels like you don't belong, or it doesn't belong, or feels like it is not resonating with you, or the environment you're in kind of like bores you out, it just means that you're not meant to be there, you're not meant to do that, you're not meant to choose that, okay. So that's what we're getting there. That's what you need to know, okay. Listen to the information that comes through your intuition, okay. You will be more heightened, your awareness will be more heightened, and you'll notice some of your behaviors coming through when you're around certain people. Now this could even be like you have this certain habit when you communicate with someone, for example, okay, and you realize that this is annoying people, okay, for example, this is just an example, and you catch yourself that way, okay. So it's about having awareness of your behaviors, the way you act, the way you move forward in your life, in whichever way, okay. And this is saying what you need to focus on is, do you feel a separation from it? Do you feel a separation? Now the Three of Swords is not about heartbreak only. It depends on the message that's coming through. This is mainly about separation or dissection, okay, like dissecting something. So what I see here is that it's saying what you need to focus on is whatever it is, choosing friends, buying that piece of clothing for you, you know, like getting a haircut, or choosing that course, or that side hustle, whatever it is that you're thinking of initiating into your life during this time. It's saying, do you feel separated from it? You'll feel the vibes, you'll sense it. Does it not fit in with your life? Does it feel very separate from you? Does it feel very like it doesn't kind of, it's like an odd shape that you're trying to fit into a puzzle and it doesn't fit, okay? That's what it's saying. Listen to that intuition. If you feel that separation, it means it's not meant to be, okay? And do not persist. Okay, what you need to realize is that you're already successful, okay, where you are in life at the moment, regardless of what you're experiencing. Because even if it's something that you're experiencing that is unhealthy, you're learning from it. It's a lesson, okay? It's a lesson where you are learning to become the better version of yourself through the lesson. That's what we're getting there. Now, you are overcoming any kind of dissatisfaction in your life during this time, Scorpio, okay? What you should not do is say yes to or allow. This seems crooked. Okay, I'm just going to fix this because this is straight for me and the camera seems crooked, so I'm going to fix the camera. So bear with me. There we go. That's better because it's annoying the other way. All right. So do not say yes, or do not allow to put yourself in a position where you are less than another that may have more of what you're moving towards that you don't have at the moment, such as finance or security. So if you don't have the proper security or enough money, for example, but someone else does, do not lower your standards and put them on a pedestal, and vice versa. If you're the one who has it and there are people around you who don't, be charitable and do not abuse your power. Okay, it goes both ways. Okay, and regardless of whatever this situation is that you are going to be experiencing around, it's not spot on exactly on the day. It could be like a few days before, a few days after, maybe even like up to 6 months after the new moon. You will be experiencing these in little amounts, okay, where you're learning to let go, letting go of certain ways of being, okay, having awareness of your behaviors, your habits, okay, noticing your behaviors, catching yourself with certain behaviors and habits, mimics maybe, okay, whatever they may be. Everyone is different, and learning to let go, or being able to let go and move on. It could even be like realizing that you have these habits and not getting so held up on it and saying, well, I don't really care, this is me, this is who I am, and releasing it from your mind and not even, you know, not even worried about it. It's like, instead of saying, I wonder what people will say if I talk this way or walk this way, you'll be like, I don't care. Okay, you'll get to that point, and I'm seeing 6 months, okay, because we're seeing 666. Okay, so it's like yeah, it's 666. They say it's the devil's number, but this represents the time frame after the new moon. Okay, you'll start to feel it in maybe 6 days before, during, and up to 6 months after. Okay, so that's what I'm getting here for you, Scorpio. Okay, so let's move on. Enjoy the energies of the moon. Okay, so next we have Sagittarius. Okay, Sag, let's see what's coming through for you related to this Scorpio new moon. Okay, what's there in store for you? So I want 4 cards. If we need 5, I'll ask for a 5th one. Okay, they're saying you need a 5th one. Okay, I need a 5th one. Now this camera has moved again. This is so annoying. Okay, this is how it's meant to be. Okay, all right, so Sagittarius, what have we got for you relating to the Scorpio new moon? Okay, Scorpio, now when we look at the sky in astrology, we see Scorpio in the 1st house because it's their moon, okay? And you're the sign straight after Scorpio, which is, when you look at the cycle from 1 to 12, you will be the last number, which is 12, which represents the house of spirituality. It represents past lives. It represents ancestral connections, or even information that's coming from the past, whatever way it may be. Okay, it could even be like from the past, here and the now, in this life, in this incarnation as well. Okay, so it's a very, very spiritual time for you. Firstly, that's all I can say. When I say spiritual, you may actually start to channel. Okay. Okay, so let's see what comes through. Ground yourself. Ooh, you've got all of these kings coming through. And this is the last card that I was asked to, yeah, communication. Okay, so what I see here is, what you're getting is something is triggering your fears. Okay, that's where you're like, this is something that you should not do. Okay, something is triggering your fears. Okay, and you're kind of like trying to see where, and it's emotional. It relates to past and also confusion. Okay, and it's like things that have accumulated in your subconscious. Okay, from the past, and you want to get rid of all of this, whether they are unfinished issues that relate to anger or shame, you know, these kind of feelings or thoughts are coming through. Okay, because the King of Swords represents your thoughts. The King of Pentacles represent your ability to ground. You need to ground. You need to be more grounded during this time. Ground yourself. Find a space where you can do something practical with your hands. Okay, you need grounding. You need to do something practical. You need to take more minerals, maybe. Okay, maybe you need to do salt water baths or salt foot spas. You need to feed your body during this time, because you will lack the energy. Okay, you will be low in energy. And we see the mind coming through. So what you need to know is be aware of your reality. Ground. Take care of your body. Okay, that's coming through. Cleanse with salt. We see gold there, but gold, the pentacles represent things like salt and you know, from the earth. Salt and crystals. You can work with crystals. Okay, you can work with herbs, or like sage. You can sage your room. You can work with sounds using your 5 senses. The pentagram here has 5 points to it, which is associated with the 5 senses. Okay, so you can have beautiful scent, smell, you know, something nice in your home. Keep yourself hydrated. Yeah, so that's what I'm seeing. Okay, that's what you need to know. You need to be more here and the now. Okay, what you need to be aware of, or what you need to focus on, is the mind. Okay, what is it that you have accumulated in the mind or the subconscious? The King of Swords is more so related to the subconscious, because if we look at the page is like the crown, the throat chakra, whereas the King of Swords is more like the crown chakra. Okay, so I don't know if that makes sense to anyone out there, but the page is the youngest member in the Swords family, and all he does is yabbity yabbity yab, talk, whereas the king, the oldest member of the family, does not talk but observe and collect. It's like collecting information. Okay, and you collect information and it's accumulated into the subconscious, and it just sits there. It's like having a memory bank. Okay. And this one here represents the expansion of it. Okay, so what this is actually saying is that you need a balance. Okay, in the way you accumulate these experiences in your mind. Okay, it's time to release all that is weighing heavy. Okay, it's time to lighten your load. And this one here is saying what you need to do is to expand and find awareness. And the flames here are associated with the spirit energy. So it's that, you know, expansion and awareness of your energy, expanding your energy, your vibration, your frequency. So it's not a time to, when we look at this, it's not a time to push through. It's a time to be more grounded, okay? It's not a time to act, it's to be more grounded. This one here is saying that eventually what will happen is through your experience, say around the new moon energy and up to about 6 months from, because that's how the new moon energy works, okay? It can go up to 6 months, sometimes even to a year. And what this is saying, well, some people say 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, or a year. It depends on how strong you're affected according to your personal birth chart, okay? So what this is saying is that you may actually realize that you're channeling, okay? You may actually realize that you are expanding in a way where you're channeling information that you never thought you could, okay? Everyone channels at their own, at different ways, you know, like different ways with their own specific abilities and gifts. Artists channel artwork, musicians channel music, poets channel poetry, okay? Everyone channels something, okay? But this is saying this is a time where you will be speaking, okay? Don't forget that Mercury is in retrograde, which means that something from the past will come through, which will be vented or spoken or turned into a vibration such as words, and you will be channeling that, okay? And yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you. So it's time to be that spiritual guru during the moon, okay? And maybe like a week before and a week after, you know, kind of thing. So relax. Don't push yourself so hard. You could get really tired as well. You'll feel like energetically you will feel even drained, okay? So don't forget to take some minerals to strengthen and ground, okay? And use salt. So that's what I'm seeing there for you, Sagittarius. I know you can't stop moving around, but you're asked to take it easy during this time, okay? So enjoy the moon energy, Sagittarius. Okay, so what have we got next? We've got Capricorn. How you doing, Capricorn? So we've got this Scorpio new moon. You're an earth sign, so the water element new moon can be a good thing for you. But we also have Mercury in retrograde, okay? So how does this affect you? What's happening for you during this time, okay? Look, they're jumping out already. Let's see. No, I dropped that one myself. Okay, it was me being clumsy. Okay. They are either peeking out or flying out. That's how I choose them. So I want 5 cards. Initially, I did want 4, but somehow they're telling me to pull out 5 cards. Okay. Oh, okay. Got the Hermit and the Nine of Pentacles. Very similar energy. Very, very similar. Very earthy, grounded. You really need to ground yourself during this time. That's what I'm getting. there you are, Capricorn. This is Capricorn energy. Okay, Capricorn is earth energy. It's ruled by Saturn. See that in the Wheel of Fortune as well. But the Wheel of Fortune can also sometimes be like Uranus energy as well. Depends on where it is. So Capricorn, with the Wheel of Fortune here and you exploring something, okay, what I see is that there will be a lot of changes occurring where you won't be socializing so much, okay? And you may realize that being on your own is probably better. Look at this. You may realize that certain people are a bit childish and, you know, or not mature enough for you, or you don't want to associate with them anymore, okay? And you want to distance yourself. You're actually, you know, you actually want to go out there and explore new frontiers, you know, like new friends, new people, etc. So, yeah, it's about relationships for you during this time, or who you socialize with, okay? And it's saying that you will distance yourself from certain people. And if you have travel plans, okay, this may also change, because we see that change. This Wheel of Fortune can go this way or this way suddenly. Yeah, that's pretty much like Uranus energy in this layout. Okay, it can be like suddenly it's up, suddenly it's down, kind of thing. Okay, so there could be like sudden changes to travel plans as well. Okay, so what you need to know is that being on your own as much as possible during this time is probably a good idea. Okay, during the time of the new moon in Scorpio, what you need to focus on is your security, your stability, your grounding, and what you're spending. Okay, that's another thing. What you need to do is, yes, explore new frontiers. Okay, explore new friends, new places. You know, if you want to travel, you can. Okay. What you need to realize with the Wheel of Fortune is that you make your own luck. Okay, so depends on how you see the situation. That's how it will change. That's how the situation will change. If you look at it with a negative mindset, it will turn out negative. If you look at it with an optimistic mindset, it will become really good, a good experience. Okay, so the ball is in your corner. Okay, and it is totally up to you. It's like you're the manager of what you're going to experience during this time. And this is something that, you know, it's not just during the new moon. It can be around that time, even like just before, and up to about 6 months, sometimes even a year. It depends. Okay, like what for you, what I see is this could be like something like 9 to 10 months. Okay, it can affect you. So that's what I'm getting for you, Capricorn. Okay, grounding. You need a lot of grounding. You need to just ground and be present. Okay, be present and do not lose track of time, basically, because this also represents time, and you're ruled by Saturn, the planet that rules time. Okay, so do not lose track of time during this time. Okay, so that's for you, Capricorn. Enjoy the energies of the Scorpio new moon. Okay, next we have Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius. Let's see what comes through for you. So Aquarius, this is a reading that relates to the Scorpio new moon. see what comes through. Okay, so I initially wanted 4 cards, but I've been told to ask for 5. Let's see what comes through for you, Aquarius. Okay. Let's have a look. Oh, 10 of Pentacles. Okay, so 10 of Pentacles, what I see is that this looks like something related to, okay, there's something associated with maybe business, career, or family. Okay. Home, even home, property. Okay, all of that is coming through. 10 of Pentacles, and it can also relate to money, how you actually do take care of the household. Okay, where does your money come from? Career, or the type of work that you do. Okay, so I see something like that coming through. Let's just have a look at all of those. So what you need to know, okay, 10 of Pentacles, is that this new moon may actually affect your career path in some way, because we see the Fool there. Okay, now does this mean it's going to be a good thing or a bad thing? You make your own luck. Okay, you make your own luck. That's what this is saying. It depends on what kind of information you put out there, what you say, and how you think. If you think, for example, if it's a rainy day, okay, if you think, yay, everything's, you know, being hydrated, let's put our gumboots on and our raincoats, let's go for a stroll, okay, that's kind of like a positive mindset in relation to the rain. Whereas someone may say, oh, it's raining, it's cold, I want to stay inside, I don't want to go outside, I'm going to become, you know, sick, I'm going to get a cold. Well, that's a negative mindset. So it depends on how you see the situation will shape the experience. Okay, so the new moon will have some sort of effect on your I'm not going to say career. Okay, it can be career, it can be your job, wherever the money comes from. This could be a pension. Okay, wherever the money comes from, for you to be able to take care of your household, your property, your home, okay, even your status, okay, how people see you. There is a change of direction in this. Okay, there is a change of direction, and new opportunities are coming through. Yeah, they are coming through. Now the Fool can be, it's a 0 card, which represents a brand new opportunity, like a seed. Okay, now if you take care of it, even the Page is like a child. Okay, like a child that you need to take care of, like a toddler. Okay, if you take care of this infant, nourish it, nurture it, take care of it properly, it's going to grow into a toddler. Okay, it's going to grow. If you don't, it will, the Wheel of Fortune is saying it will not grow. Like the changes, you make your own luck. Okay, so in other words, you have the ability to make these opportunities work for you if you have a positive mindset, or you are seeing the potential in it with a positive mindset, and you keep yourself motivated. Okay, but if you don't, it will just dwindle and die, and you'll be there asking for directions. Which way should I go? Which one should I choose? Is this good for me? Is that good for me? You need to know that whichever path you take during this time is going to work out for you. All you need to do is do the best you can, like taking care of a seed so it grows, or taking care of a baby so it becomes strong and healthy. Okay? That's all you need to do. You need to nourish it, take care of it, love it, embrace it, and nurture it. Okay, so that's what I'm getting for you, Aquarius. So enjoy this Scorpio new moon energy. Okay, so Pisces, you're not last this time. You're probably like, yay, I'm not last. That's a relief. Okay, so Pisces, let's see what comes through for you. Now this moon is also, you know, like you're a water sign, Scorpio is a water sign. It's a Scorpio new moon in the analytic degree, which is a critical degree. And it is, you know, it's putting a lot of emphasis on financial things. Okay, but for you, it's all about the world, traveling, letting go of bad habits. Okay, that's the kind of energy that I see in the astrological aspect. But let's see what the tarot is going to say. Okay. Because Pisces, Saturn has left Pisces, and you know it was very hard financially for you for the last couple of years. Now you know you can breathe. You can breathe. It's like, yay, it's gone. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look and see. Oh, we've got the Hermit. Very spiritual. It is a spiritual time for you, but not like, you know, going inwards and being alone and, you know, kind of doing meditation and stuff. You can if you want to, but the thing is, it's time to maybe look at things like education for you. That is why maybe you want to be alone, you know, to study something, yeah, on your own. You want quiet, you want alone time so that you can study something, maybe a short course or a mini course online or something. But usually this represents a long-term study thing. Okay, it's not like I did say short course, but this, the Hermit, is like the ascended master. It's the guru, so it's not like something that you can learn in a couple of days or on a weekend or overnight or even like 2 weeks. Okay, it represents some educational thing that you may be interested in that's going to take a longer time. Okay, I'm not saying it's definitely, you know, like an educational thing that you will be doing. It could be. Everyone's different. There are, you know, like teenagers out there who have finished high school and they're getting ready for uni, for example. That could be, you know, applying to them. But what about people who are retired? Okay, maybe they want to do some sort of study in regards to the spiritual arena. Okay, so maybe they're just in, not as an educational thing, but, you know, just looking into spirituality, philosophy, and so forth, for example. Or they could be traveling, sightseeing, and you know, when you, it's like a pilgrimage. Okay, it's very spiritual as well. That's what I'm getting. Okay, so Pisces, what I see is that this new moon will encourage you to break out of some sort of routine, because I see this, but I also see home. This is like maybe you're in some sort of routine that wasn't quite grounded. Okay, because this is something that you're not supposed to do. It could be like drinking, for example. Maybe you're a drinker. Okay, So you're breaking out of a habit or some sort of routine. There are new things that you're initiating, okay? New situations that you are initiating. Again, this represents knowledge and wisdom. Same with the Hermit, representing, you know, spirituality and philosophy and all of that. There could be international connections in regards to education or some sort of learning process. This could be stuff that you're learning online or doing online, maybe at your own pace, okay? There could be also things that relate to legalities, okay? Money coming through legalities. It could be like, you know, maybe coming through alimony, okay? Like maybe a separation from a partner, because the Queen of Swords can also represent a divorced person, okay, or a widow. So maybe money coming through means that way. Every Pisces is different age, different storyline, so everyone's going to experience this in their own kind of experience, okay? What I also see here is that, yes, you know, travel, I do see travel for you, okay? I do see like overseas travel, or this could be like online stuff, okay? Knowledge and wisdom, guidance, learning, knowledge and wisdom, but at home, from home, or it's like money coming through, property coming through, legacy, some sort of legacy, property, inheritance. Doesn't mean someone's going to die. It could be someone that passed years ago and you didn't know that they left something behind for you. It could be someone that wants to just share out their, you know, like an elderly parent that wants to share out their inheritance before they die. You know, they want to see their kids happy and settled, because they've got a lot of, you know, money, maybe properties. So they want to just give everyone a little bit and say, I want to see you all happy before I leave, for example. Okay, so I do see, yes, there is some money coming through. So, and that's a sign of Saturn leaving Pisces. That's also a good thing here in this layout. Yeah, so what you need to know is that you need to find a direction for yourself, whether you're young or old, in regards to learning, okay? This could be education, this could be higher education, this could be delving into spirituality, philosophy, and so forth. And it can also involve travel or doing stuff online. If you're traveling, you may be traveling to sacred sites, for example, or, well, you know, traveling after a certain age, regardless of where you travel, you're visiting places, it's pretty much like a pilgrimage, okay? It doesn't really mean that, you know, you have to go somewhere that is religious for a pilgrimage. Pilgrimage, the meaning of pilgrimage just means to travel somewhere that you've in the world that is not close to you, okay? So it could be somewhere that is historical, for example. And education, I see that education energy coming through there, because this looks like the Aquarius energy of the urn, okay, pouring out knowledge and wisdom, and, you know, it's all associated with education. What you should not do is dilly and dally and waste your time. Get rid of any bad habit. You know, this could be like drinking, smoking, whatever it is that you're doing that's bad for you. Get rid of it, okay? If you had issues with your skeletal system, like your joints, your knees, your teeth, etc., it's time to deal with all of that as well. That's what I'm also getting here. That's the money coming through, okay? And you're being very settled in your home or your place, your family, okay? So that's what I'm getting for you, Pisces. Let's move forward. So next we've got Aries. So Aries, what a shock. You're always first, but today you're not first. Let's see what comes through for you. So initially I wanted to, pull out 4 cards, but I'm asked to pull out 5 in the channeling. So let's see what comes through. I suppose 4 is not enough. That's why I'm urged to pull out 5 instead. Oh, I nearly dropped them all. Okay. So Aries, let's see what comes through. We've got the Moon card, the Ace of Swords, okay, 8 of Pentacles, King of Wands, and the Magician. Okay. Now, we see work right in the middle there, and money. Okay. And choices. So, in other words, clarity of decision making. We see there with the Ace of Swords, starting something new, but it's an air element card which represents the mind or decisions or making a choice. Okay. We see the Aries card there. And even the Magician there is all about how the mind works, the decisions that you are going to make with clarity, and the Magician is like, they can manifest their reality. Okay, they know because they got all the tools. They make magic happen, basically. Okay, so what I see here is that if there has been some sort of decision where that relates to money or any kind of way that money may come through. It could be through work, it could be through inheritance or joint income or any kind of financial resource, okay, that is shared, okay. There probably was some sort of confusion relating to this, okay. So what you need to know is that you're confused, but listen to your intuition. That is what this is saying, because it's saying do not react to the situation. We see that Aries energy there, which is fiery. It can be a little bit reactive or hasty. So it's saying don't be fiery or hasty. With the Moon energy there, do not fear. Okay, do not fear. If you have if not confusions, if you have a fear-based situation that relates to finances and how you share money, etc., or the way you work, you may have fear that it's going to be bankrupt. You may have that fear, or it's not going to work out, for example. Okay. What I see here is that you will bring these fears to the surface, okay? They're coming to the surface where you are communicating these fears and being very direct to the point about these, and you're also sorting them out, working on it, letting go, and just releasing it from your mind, okay? It's almost like this energy was stuck there, now it's being released, okay? You're releasing all of this energy. You're working on it, okay? Don't be hasty about it. Don't be reactive in regards to the situation. Be very clear about and focused about what it is that you need to know. Ask, learn, and continue whatever it is that you need to continue, okay? The Magician here is saying that you are going to be able to know where you're going, which way you're going in regards to this situation. Okay, you will have a clear light. Okay, there will be clarity coming through. Okay, and you'll know which way that you should be going. You'll make the choice. Okay, because the Magician is very sure of what they want and know how to do it. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing there. And what I'm getting is, you know, like, this could be like something that triggers. Okay, it could be a trigger, and like the moon showed, through the trigger the fear may come through. Okay, and once you confront it, you will sort it out and you'll know what to do. Okay, that's what I'm seeing there. Okay, so enjoy the Scorpio new moon energy. Okay, we have got Taurus next. Taurus, let's have a look and see what comes through for you. The cards are flying out, so I'm just going to lay them down. So what's coming through for you, Taurus? Scorpio is your opposite sign, okay, which means that in astrology, Scorpio being your opposite sign across the other side of the zodiac wheel, it is the other person, because it's the opposite. It's like you're here and Scorpio's here, so it means you're here, the other person's here. So it's all about the other person, okay, which can involve partnerships, friendships, connections, how you communicate, people that are directly opposite of you during this time, and how you are connecting and collaborating and so forth. Okay. Excuse me. All right, so we've got King of Cups, oh, the Death card, Ten of Swords. There's a lot of endings here. Okay, something's ending, because we've got Death and Ten of Swords. Both of them, this is the major card for endings and transformation. This one is the minor card for endings and transformation. Very similar energy. So what do I see here? What I see is that you will be more emotionally intelligent when you look at the other person in front of you, regardless of who they may be. They could be a friend, your parent, a grandparent, a child, grandchild, cousin, your partner, your business partner, your spouse. Okay, whoever it is that is in front of you, that you are communicating with, collaborating with, networking with, etc., etc. Okay, during this time, you will see the other person and where they are in your life. Okay, it's like you'll have a very clear kind of image relating to the other person. Now, during this time, there is a possibility that if you've been with someone, it's probably, you know, this is a time where you will decide to get married, okay? And you may even see matters that relate to marriage and partnerships and business partnerships, you know, intimate partnerships, etc., more clearly as well, because you're seeing things more with an emotional, intelligent mind, and you know, emotions as well. So certain things are being released. Okay, it's like transforming, dying away, letting go, being released, and being transformed within you in regards to how you connect and associate with others. You will also question yourself in regards to, you know, you'll question your where you are, say, in a relationship. Okay, you'll question your, what would I call that, your place within the relationship. And it will be like a huge shift to your awareness in regards to relationships and connections. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing there. Do not go against the grain. Do not try to make things happen the way you want them to happen. Do not resist. Do not persist. Do not fight with anyone. Do not argue with anyone. So this is like, don't do these, okay? be more patient, be more, like, try to see everyone's viewpoint, even if it's like totally opposite to your own viewpoint. Try to see their viewpoint as well. Okay, that's what this is saying. It's like, shift your perspective. Okay, try to see it that way. Don't be so stuck in your ways. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing there for you, Taurus. Okay, it's all about how you connect, how you communicate, how you collaborate with others or another for you during this time. So enjoy the Scorpio new moon. Okay, we have Gemini next, and Gemini, well, you know, Mercury rules your sign, and it's in retrograde during this Scorpio new moon. Okay, and this reading is related to the Scorpio new moon. Let's see what comes through for you, Gemini. Okay, we got 2 cards from the very beginning. Okay, initially I was going to ask for 4, but from the very beginning of the video, through the channeling, I'm being urged to get 5 cards, but the very first card you actually got 2 together. Ooh, that's beautiful. Okay, let's see what's coming through. Oh, you got really, really beautiful cards coming through. So, Gemini, something that you need to let go of. Okay, that's coming through. Do not hold on to a situation. Okay, it's like, you know, you've got this thing going on in the background, and what I see is that the Knight of Pentacles here can represent a situation that you were feeling stuck in. Okay, now this could be when I look at it astrologically, during this new moon, you're in the 6th house, which represents your health, which represents your routines, your everyday life, also your pets. Okay, so if you have pets, you may have something associated with your pets, like issues with the pet, or it could be like, you know, maybe you will be separated from a pet, or you may end up getting a new pet. Okay, but what I see here is also something to do with health as well. Okay, health. It shows that you have been a little bit like not moving as much lately. Okay, very still with your energy, and it was good in terms of, you know, relaxing and kind of like giving your body a break maybe, but at the same time it's also taking away from your health. Okay, so in other words, basically something was not going right with your health here. Okay, whether it was something that you're eating or drinking, or not being active enough. Okay, you were stealing away from your health. That's what I'm seeing there. Okay, but what you need to be aware of is that you will not have health issues. You just need to continue what you were doing before. Okay, like exercising, eating properly, drinking properly, etc. Okay, so you need to continue doing what you were doing before this period where you got stuck in a way that you know, it's almost like you were stuck and you could not move, you could not be mobile, or you couldn't exercise, or you were drinking something or eating something that was, you know, you're stuck with. Okay, so this is like the energy was stuck. Now you need to start picking the pace up, okay, and doing what you need to do. So that's what you need to know. What you need to be aware of is that Sleep, okay, is also very important. If you've been taking away from your sleep, okay, like sleeping late, etc., things like that, you need to realize that, you know, you need to also sort this thing out. Now, when it comes to pets, okay, we see pets there, even there, we see that, you know, there could be an issue around the moon energy that relates to pets. It could be that maybe you need to sort something out that relates to a pet. It could be that you need to they got a health issue that you need to sort out, or whatever it may be. Okay, there's something that you need to sort out in regards to a pet that's coming through. You are letting go of an old how would I say this? Something from the past is coming through that requires you to deal with it, and it's almost like you're running away from it, and you need to deal with that. You need to let go of that. You need to like tie loose ends relating to that in whatever way possible. Okay, so not to worry about it, because it will eventually end. Okay, and we see the sun there, which represents joy and happiness. Okay, it's almost like your joy and happiness returns. You'll be okay. Okay, that's what I'm seeing there. You'll be fine. Just take care of your health, and you'll be okay. And you'll sort things out at home as well. That's what I'm seeing. So that's for you, Gemini. Okay, enjoy the Scorpio new moon energy. Okay, so next what we have, or who we have, is Cancer. Cancer, let's see what comes through for you. Let's see, what do we have? So 5 cards. I'm asked intuitively to pull out 5. Initially I was thinking 4, but I'm being asked to pull out 5. And the last one is a double. Okay, so Cancer, let's move these cards over. Let's see what comes through. Okay. What I see is that your intuition will be so strong during this time that you have the ability to have courage to express yourself in whichever way you desire. Because I'm seeing like you're going inwards. All of this is coming through, okay? And it's almost like expression of this. Okay, expression of your inner world. Especially in regards to feelings. We've got a lot of these feeling cards coming through. Feelings that you have suppressed for so long. Okay, so you may even decide to explore new emotional connections. Okay, setting off, going, maybe if you're single, you know, finding a way to go out dating. This could even be something that you do online, because we see the world there. Okay, so it seems like your intuition will guide you. Okay, you're asked to not be so, like, don't be alone during this time. Okay, you need to be around people. That's what I'm seeing there. Your intuition will guide you in regards to where you need to go, or who you need to mingle with, or what you should do next. your intuition will guide you. We're getting a very strong energy through the High Priestess. Now, the High Priestess is ruled by the moon, which is, you know, Cancer is also ruled by the moon. And we've got the Queen of Cups here, which is also, she would be a Cancer, a Pisces, or a Scorpio. Okay, she could be any one of those three signs. So there's a lot of this water energy, which is really charging you up for this time, I should say. There's a lot of fun, creative energy as well. Okay, I do see that as well coming through. So try not to be alone. Rest as much as possible. Listen to your intuition, but it's time to be active. Okay, active as in you can have a little bit of rest here and there, but it's time to have fun. Okay, that's what I'm seeing there. It's time to go out there, have fun, celebrate, go out and have a coffee with someone, or go to that concert, things like that. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing there. Explore new things, or things that you haven't done for so long. Okay, so it's time to express your feelings. Do not hold your feelings down. Okay, and go inwards. Don't be a hermit during this time. You're asked not to be a hermit. Okay, yeah, express your feelings, because you've suppressed them for so long. Okay, and that's what I'm seeing. New emotional, embarking on a new path, emotional connections, or romantic connections. Okay, that's what I'm getting. So that's for you, Cancer. Enjoy the new moon in Scorpio. Okay, who we got next? Leo. Okay, Leo, let's have a look and see what comes through for you. Leo, what do we get from Leo? So 5 cards, Leo. That's what I'm being asked to lay down. Okay, we've got a double here for you. Okay. So what do we see for this Scorpio new moon? Okay, so I feel as though there are some authority figures in your life that can be a little bit, you know, like they can impose their ideas and thoughts onto you, suppress you. Okay, now this could be like it can be a time where you want to confront the people in your life, okay, and say, do not bully me. Okay, find win-win if you can. Okay, it's even coming through here. It's like you're being caged in, okay, and you know you've got the clarity of, you know what you want. Okay, you could even how would I say it, confront, because this represents like confronting. Okay, being very direct with clarity of mind. You can confront the people around you, whether they're family, friends, etc. You may even consider moving away from, if you're living with family, for example, you may be like, I've had enough of you, okay? I'm moving out. So it could be something like that, okay? So I do see like changes coming through. What you need to know is that, you know, it can make you feel stressed and overwhelmed, and you're very clear about what you want, and you want to just confront and say, I want to move out, okay? Or I want to go my own way. I want to do my own thing, okay? So I'm getting that kind of energy. You may actually decide to move, okay? You may consider moving. And you may, and this could be like certain issues, okay, are stemming from all the way back from childhood memories, okay? It's like, I've had enough of this. I just want to, you know, let it all out and make them know how I feel, and move on with my life, do whatever it is that I want. So what I see here with the Three of Cups is that you will find your path, okay, and happiness, regardless of what you do, whether you move out, move on or not, okay? You will find a way to find your inner happiness in some way. There could be like a win-win situation, agreement, okay, or forgiveness, and family members forgiving each other, and realizing, okay, how things work, etc. So I do see that you will be dealing with, yeah, people that are close to you, like family, or if not family, you know, just like family, for example, okay? So that's what I'm seeing there for you, Leo. Okay, be very clear about what it is that you want, and take it from there. Okay, so enjoy the Scorpio new moon. All right, next we got Virgo. Let's see what comes through. So Virgo, this is the Scorpio new moon. Let's see what comes through for you. Okay, just want 5 cards to lay out, and we'll take it from there. Okay, Ace of Swords, the World, 4 of Wands. Wow, okay, all of these cards are really good. So what I see, the World card in our day and age represents like the internet, okay? It's associated with communication as well. But also the 4 of Wands is how you communicate with the people around you, close to home, etc. So we've got international connections as well as local connections relating to how you communicate, okay? So we also see boundaries in regards to who you communicate with and how you communicate. We see boundaries. You need to have boundaries, okay? It's almost like one thing that you say, because we've got the Ace of Wands here, it's almost like one single thing that you say could open up a world of things, okay, that you need to deal with. And you know, like, you're communicating it, you need your boundaries, your healthy boundaries, okay? And this could also be associated with family members. Yes, it can also relate to people extended family, siblings. Okay, I'm seeing siblings as well, extended family, but your children, family members, etc. Yeah, watch what you say. Okay, if you say something with a sudden reactive response, okay, a single word can open up a world of you know, it's like it can open up a door, okay, that is deeper than you imagined. And if you don't have your healthy boundaries, you will get overwhelmed. Okay, or watch what you say. Be very aware and conscious of what you're speaking during this time. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing for you, Virgo. I didn't see much besides that. Okay, so enjoy the Scorpio new moon. Libra, you're the last sign during this reading. Okay, so Libra, let's have a look and see what comes through for you relating to this Scorpio new moon energy. Okay, let's just shuffle the cards a little bit. Okay, so I want 5 cards because initially I was going to ask for 4, but I was nudged to, you know, channel to have 5 for some reason. I suppose 3 is not enough. Sorry, 4 is not enough. Okay, let's see what comes through. Decision making. Okay, you're trying to decide something, one of these, and we see that Ace of Cups there. Watch what you say. That's another thing that's coming through. Okay, so if you feel like you've lost an opportunity, it's almost, you know, what I see here is like a loss or a lack of, how would I say it? Worth. Okay, lack of worth or loss of worth. If that feeling comes through, because we're getting all these feeling cards, okay, you had a lot of opportunities, you had to choose one and you chose one, you're choosing something. Have you been choosing something? Have you been house hunting? I'm getting this house hunting energy coming through. So, or what is a good deal? Maybe this person does a better deal, etc. You know, like you've been choosing something, trying to manage your money. I'm getting like trying to manage money, okay? And if you've been having a hard time choosing what is the best thing for you, and you choose something, okay, and then you look back and go, oh, I should have chosen that. That was a better deal. I lost that opportunity. When you get into that mindset, it's saying you have to stop and just look at what you have, okay? Because if you get into that mindset, you may, you know, you need to manage your feelings here. You may get drowned in it. So it's time to take action, okay, to get what you deserve and not to focus on what the losses may be so much. Okay. Yes, you need to bargain if you have to. Yes, you need to do a lot of research if you have to. Okay. Make sure that you do not be harsh with your words when it comes to communicating with others. We see the Page of Swords here. The Page of Swords also is associated with Mercury being retrograde. This can also point, we see the Magician. Magician is ruled by Mercury, or should I say is Gemini, which is ruled by Mercury. This also is kind of like showing us that Mercury can distort, okay, what how you think, how you feel, the choices that you make, etc. So be very focused in regards to listening to your heart. Okay, listen to your heart, listen to your intuition, not so much your logic, because sometimes the logic can deceive you. You need a combination of the two, the logic as well as the heart. Okay. You need to manage your money without the fear of losing. Okay. That's what this is all about here. You may go through like a trial and error test kind of phase as well. Okay. You may try to do something, it may not work out, and you may have to go, you may have to do it again or give it another go. Don't think that it is you're losing anything or you've lost the opportunity, etc. Don't think that way. If it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. There's a reason behind it. You don't have to go around trying to figure out what the reason is. Just accept and move on to your next, whatever that you need to, you know, focus on. Okay. So eventually the Magician here is saying that things will work out quite well for you. You will be able to, you'll be like a magician, you know, like conjuring things out of thin air. Okay, manifesting basically. But be very careful of the words you say, not just communicating with others, but how you communicate towards yourself. If you say things like, I'm an idiot, oh, I can't do that, or such a loser, I'm such a loser, you know, yeah, you have to stop. Okay, catch yourself saying those words. Okay, stop doing that, because that's what you're manifesting. Your words are manifesting. Your words are manifesting. Okay, so say what it is that you want to manifest into your life. Okay, so that's what this is saying. Say what you want to manifest. This is manifestation. Okay, the Magician. This is saying, say what you want to manifest into your life. And we've got listen to your heart, listen to your intuition. Don't get confused with a lot of different options. Don't get distracted with what you've already lost. Just focus on the one that's still there. Okay? So that's what I'm seeing for you, Libra. Enjoy the energies of this new moon in Scorpio.